Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, we're going to be playing with all new makeup, or mostly new makeup anyway, and we're also going to be doing an eyeshadow tutorial. This is a look from a video last week. It was my Foundation Friday on the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation, which for me that was kind of a bust, but the eyeshadow was a big hit with you guys, and everyone asked me for a tutorial, so I was like, great, I'll do a tutorial, but I also like to wrap it up in trying some other new products because, you know, I have so many new products laying around here. I'm always getting PR, I'm always buying things. So anyway, that is what we're going to do in today's video. So let's go back in time to when I had no makeup on and we will start playing with some new makeup. As always, I already have my sunscreen on. I've got the usual combo, my current Holy Grail combo, which is the Ultima UV Elements SPF 44 mixed with Paula's Choice Super Light SPF 30. Those are both mineral sunscreens. I mix them together because the tint of one is a little bit too dark for me and the tint of the other is a little too light for me. I have a new primer that I got in PR from CoverGirl. This is their True Blend Mattifying Skin Primer. So I'm going to use this on one side of my face and not on the other. And we're going to be looking to see if this has any kind of a mattifying effect, or pore filling would always be nice. So I'm just basically putting it where I have enlarged pores and textures and down my T-zone where I need mattifying. The foundation I'm going to use today is the Sephora Matte Perfection Tinted Moisturizer. You know, always looking for something to wear just on a casual day when you don't want a full makeup look. I do prefer things that are matte because I feel like overly luminous just makes my texture look extra big. I have this in 07 linen. Oh, and I have something to apply it with as well. I know these were big a few years ago and I never tried one. So I saw these at Walmart. They're from Whispers and it's a combo pack of silicone blenders. Since I don't see people using them now, I'm like, it's gonna be a fail anyway, so I do have a regular beauty blender at the ready. But what the heck, I've been curious about them for a couple of years, so why not try it? So this is a nice runny formula. You know, I like a nice thin thing where it's supposed to be a tinted moisturizer. Maybe I'll just try to put it on with my fingers on the other half. Now this is supposed to be fragrance free. This does have a scent to it though. I think it's probably just the scent of, you know, the things that it's made out of, silicones and whatnot. I mean, just about everything has a scent all on its own. And how's that shade match? Wow, really good. Oh my gosh, I did a good job for once. Wow, okay, so there's really hardly any on here, and this is nice and dry, and it's all on my face, and oh my gosh, my face is nice and dry. Ooh, boy, if this will look good, I'm gonna be really happy. Let me just check it in my mirror, I'll be right back. All right, the makeup actually looks good. I don't think I pressed enough of it right into this little area right here, because this thing didn't really get it in there, but otherwise, the blend on it isn't bad with this. There's no streak marks or any places that it's unblended. And then the other half I'm just going to put on with my fingers to start because, you know, tinted moisturizer, isn't that how you want to apply it? You want something quick and get out the door. Yeah, it definitely has a few streaky marks over here. It's a little patchy on my forehead. So I'm going to go in with the blending sponge and just pat it all over just to get rid of any streaks or marks. All right, I checked that out in my up-close mirror and I think it looks really, really nice. It's got a really pretty skin-like finish. It's dry to the touch. So far, so good. Really liking it. Let me just show it to you up close so you can see what it looks like on my skin. So this was the side where I kind of smeared it in with the fingers. It didn't really apply that well that way, but going over it with the sponge, I think really helped it to blend better and look nice and got rid of any streaks. I think it looks good on my forehead. I like the finish of it because it's not luminous and dewy and it's not overly shiny, so it's not accentuating pores and texture. I feel like the side with the primer is definitely a little bit matter than the side without, so the primer is doing its job there. So the under eye concealer I have today is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I have a little sample of this. I'm not sure it's going to be the right color for me. It could be a little bit light. This is 20N. This is one of those ones that feels really emollient. It kind of feels like the Bye Bye Under Eye. Yeah, you only need the tiniest bit of these. They do go a long, long way. So I'm just going to put on the littlest bit here. This one gets such high reviews on like Ulta and Sephora. People definitely love it. All right, I think that definitely gave some nice coverage. It's definitely brightening. It is luminous. You know, I feel like luminosity just makes my eye bags and puffiness look bigger, so I'm going to powder those down and set it before it has a chance to crease. It is clinging a little bit to dry skin right there, which my normal Holy Grail concealer doesn't do. It's the Lancome Maki Complete. This is their hydrating concealer. All right, so the powder I have to set with today is the Thrive Cosmetics Filtered Effects Soft Focus HD Setting Powder in Translucent Matte. It has like one of those little bouncy net things in there. And see what a difference that makes in making my eye bag and puffiness much less visible. I love setting my under eye concealer for that reason, because it makes my eyes just look more awake and less tired. I feel like this foundation really doesn't need it, but I'm just going to do right here. I think I'll leave the cheeks the way they are. I think they look nice. I'm going to go ahead and do the eyeshadow next, because if I have any fallout, I don't want it to ruin all my face makeup. I'm going to use the Fenty Amplify Eyelid Primer. This isn't new. This is my favorite. I don't have a new eyelid primer for this video. And actually, the last time I did one of these, I used a new eyelid primer, and then I felt like I wasn't getting good color payout out of the eyeshadow that I used, and then I didn't know if it was the eye primer or the eyeshadow. So I thought, you know what, maybe for future ones of these, if I'm going to test a new eyeshadow palette, I should definitely use a tried and true eyeshadow primer that I love. All right, here's the Naked Honey palette. It is so pretty. This has 12 pans of color, and it comes with a really nice usable brush. Really pretty palette. So usually I go in with the lightest shade first. Today I'm going to go in with my crease color first. I'm going to use the longer side of the brush and the second color in the palette, which is called Sweet. I'm going to start here at the outer corner, and I'm going to apply that from about halfway up to my eyebrow down to my eyelashes in an up and down motion. And I'm going to bring that about halfway across my eyelid. And then I'm going to place the brush in the crease and bring it across in the crease, following the curve of my eye socket. And I just want to make sure that I go high enough up there that it goes above the part of my lid that folds down. So that looks pretty good. So it's already starting to disguise that sagging hood there. Then I'm going to go in with the shorter side of the brush and the first color in the palette, which is called Flyby. Just pick up a tiny little bit of that. I'm just going to put that at the inner corner on the movable lid and bring it about halfway across. I'm also going to put that right at the very inner corner of my eye just to brighten that up a little bit. And I'm going to put whatever's left on the brush right up here under my eyebrow to accentuate the brow bone. Now we get to use the new brushes that I have for the rest of this. I finally picked up a Wayne Goss eye brush set. It comes with 5 brushes, and oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. This is the packaging on it. I have used them once already, so they're not perfectly clean, but look at those brushes. They're just so gorgeous. I'm going to use the smallest crease brush, the number 19, and I'm going to go into this shade here called Hive. And I love how long and tapered these brushes are. They're just so beautiful. I'm going to pretty much put that right on top of where I put the first color, Sweet, at the outer corner, but I'm not going to bring it in as far, and I'm not going to go up as high with it. So I'm just going to kind of reinforce that outer corner, make it a little bit darker, starting in the crease and bringing it down to the eyelashes. And then I'm just going to put that way deep in the crease and bring that across as well, about halfway. Right, then I'm going to switch to the number 16 brush, which I'm going to use as the big blending brush. This one I probably will never put directly into eyeshadow. I'll keep this one clean for blending. So I'm just going to blend those two together to get that really nice and blended and kind of blown out looking, so it looks really airbrushed and soft and subtle. And I'm even going to bring a little bit of it across and onto that lightest color at the inner corner. Oh my gosh, these brushes blend so beautifully. Love them. Then I'm going to use the number 20 pencil brush, and then I'm going to pick up this darkest shade in the palette called Sting. Tap it off because I don't want any fallout. And with that, I'm going to go over the same places right on top, starting deep in the crease. I'm going to drag it down onto my eyelid at an angle to about center of my eye. So we're almost starting to create like a little wing out there, and that's going to help us to place our eyeliner later. And I'm not going to bring that across into the crease. I'm going to go back in with the blending brush and blend that out a little bit. And then I'm going to go into this copper colored shimmer right here just with my finger. Put that on my movable lid starting at about 3/4 of the way into the dark part and rubbing it right there into the center of my eyelid. Ooh, that's so pretty. I'm going to try to keep that right in the center, and then I'm going to use the blending brush and just blend that over towards the inner corner a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with the Wayne Goss number 18 brush back into the lightest color in the palette. I'm just going to pick up the tiniest bit, and I'm just going to pack a little bit of that at the inner corner. And then back with the blending brush again to blend those two together. All right, for the eyeliner today, I'm going to use the Tarte Sex Kitten. This is a little sample that I got in some Tarte sample pack. And look, it's got the cutest little kitty here on the end. Perfect for this time of year for Halloween. This is a liquid liner. I'm going to try to do this on camera. Liquid liner is very hard. So we've already kind of got our little wing template there. So I just need to kind of follow that. So I start there and bring that down to my eyelid. Okay, so when I apply liquid liner, I very rarely try to drag the tip of the pen along my lash line. Basically what I do is I just press it at the base of my lashes and then move it over a little and press it there and then press, press, press until I get to the outside. So that came out pretty good. This is really easy to use. It's a cross between a brush and a felt tip, so it's not like it's bending a lot. It's more like a long pointy felt tip, and I really like the tip on this. I don't have a new lower lash liner. I always like to use a different color on my lower lashes, something a little bit lighter. So I'm going to go ahead and use what I used last week when I did this eye look. Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil, Easy Glide and waterproof, and this is in Rockin' Taupe. Right, so I'm just going to run that at the edge of my lower lashes. Bring that about halfway across. And you know what? I did a little bit of under eye eyeshadow on that eye that I didn't do on the other. I'm going to use the Wayne Goss number 20 brush and pick up a tiny bit of Hive and just run that below the lower lashes. For the lashes, I have Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Volume 2 Instant Volume and Length Miracle Mascara. Just a little sample of this that I got when I ordered her foundation. So I wanted to try the mascara, so let's give that a go. I haven't met many Charlotte Tilbury products that I love. The one that I really do love is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. Well, you know, I mean, you can't expect to like everything from every brand. Wow, I'm actually really impressed. The length, the volume, these are really impressive lashes. I love it. All right, wow, this makeup look is actually coming out nice. Now I wish I had something to do today. All right, next up is going to be eyebrows. I have the IT Cosmetics Brow Powerful pencil, and this one I believe came in PR, and it's one of these ones that has a really big, thick pencil that's almost like a triangle shape, but nice and thick. And I kind of like these because you know how the brows are thicker now, everyone's getting microblading, so I can lay it on its side here at the front of my brow where it gets really thin and just pull it back and kind of get that square start. So that's what I'm really after, is that square start to the eyebrow, and I love that look. Kind of dark. This is in Universal Taupe. I'm assuming it comes in other shades. Pretty good color for me. I will blend it in a minute. I don't know, I'm thinking about getting my brows microbladed. Anybody done that? But it's so expensive here. Like apparently there's this one brow whisperer in Boston that people go to. It's over $800 for like the first session, and then you have to go back and have it filled and do all this stuff, and those are a lot. So I'm not convinced because I'm sure it's going to cost probably somewhere between $800 to $1,000. So everyone who I see that has good eyebrows, I pretty much accost them on the street and I'm like, are your eyebrows microbladed and where'd you get them done? They all say that same brow studio in Boston that's so expensive. So I'm like, dang it. I think those look good. It's a nice color. It was easy to draw it on. It was easy to get the nice rectangle start there. So I think that that is good. All right, I forgot to get a bronzer, but I am going to use this It Bye Bye foundation because I bought it in my normal color that I wear in the Bye Bye foundation, you know, the liquid one, which is medium, and this is so ridiculously dark. I feel like I could use it as bronzer. That is neutral medium. And I'm going to use my BK Beauty 102 brush. I believe these are still sold out, but this has become my favorite bronzer brush. But I think they're coming back into stock in November. And I like to just pinch it to do my cheek contour. It's going to be a pretty subtle contour, but yeah, you can see it. So for the blush, I have a Ciate blush. Is it a hard C or a soft C? Ciate or Ciate? This is in Matchmaker. Look how pretty. So these are supposed to have a little bit of a sheen to them, you know, like a highlighter blush kind of thing together. So I'm going to be using my Morphe. I don't even know what, this doesn't have a number, it's out of a kit. It's really, really sheer, so it's not like you're going to make a mistake. It's not one of those like really heavy matte blushes that goes on so opaque. It's actually really pretty, and it's got a really nice bit of sheen to it, but you know me with the highlighter. Haven't met a highlighter I didn't like, so we're going to try to add a little highlight to it. I have this Jouer powder highlighter, and this is in Rose Quartz. I'm going to put that on with this Morphe fan brush. Ooh, that is very pretty. I like the highlight. Okay, that's very nice. Is there anything else that I have to put on? Oh, I have a lippy. Okay, so for the lippy, this is also from, I got these at Walmart. This is Profusion. They also sell these at Target, but it was a lip liner and a liquid lippy that came in a kit, although I'm not thinking that this is going to be the right color for this. Shoot, I feel like this is too pinky. What did I wear the other day? Oh, I know what I had on. It was the Hourglass in I Want. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked 24/7 lip liner in Naked. And this is like the perfect nude color for me. And then it was the Hourglass Confession lipstick in I Want. And this is one of my favorite products every year. This is such a beautiful lipstick. And I just love the packaging on it, and it's refillable. It's not drying, it doesn't make your lips look cracked or older or anything, it doesn't run up into your lip wrinkles, so that's a really good one, not new, but a fave. And then I just do a little topper in the center to give my lips more dimension for the video. It's the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lip in Lychee Baby. I just take a little bit of this and pop it right in the center. Rub my lips together, and that's the lip look. I feel like this Thrive powder is definitely letting me down already. I'm feeling like the under eyes are looking luminous again, like it didn't really keep them looking matte like I like. So, not too happy with that. I might go ahead, since I'm running out, and just set it with my favorite. This is going to turn into a favorites video. It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. It just keeps my under eyes so matte and so smooth looking all day long. I just love it. All right, now that my under eyes are nice and matte again, I can go about my world. All right, so there's the finished look for the video. I am going to come back for around a 4 and maybe an 8-hour check-in to show you how the makeup's doing. And so I'll see you back in a little while. I'm just going to run out and run a few errands. All right, you guys, I'm just sitting here in the parking lot about to go into the Natick Mall. Got a couple errands to run here. So just wanted to do a quick check-in on the makeup in Natural Light. And oh my gosh, do I think this makeup looks so good. I mean, it's been a whole 2 hours that it's been on, so still in the like sweet zone where it looks beautiful, but hoping it's going to stay that way. I have really high hopes for this one. I don't know. I'm just like feeling lucky today. So anyway, here it is. I think everything looks really nice. I, of course, really love the eyeshadow, and the foundation looks really good. So, all right, hey you guys, I am back. 4-hour check-in. It is now 7 o'clock. So far, so good. I gotta say, it is looking really good. It's really lightweight and comfortable, and it feels dry and set, and oh my God, it's everything that a lot of those high-end foundations that I tried the last couple of months. Haven't been. So loving it. I'm detecting very little settling in the wrinkles, but there is a little bit right in this guy over here. I know. But nothing really on the old forehead wrinkles, so that's good. I think the primer side is definitely helping it to look less luminous, so that mattifying primer is really keeping this side a little bit more matte than this side, but it's not getting like super shiny or anything. It's just got a really nice glow to it, you know, for like a matte foundation. It's not a flat matte. It does have like a little satiny skin-like something to it. It's very pretty and very natural looking on the skin. So I love that. Of course, love the eyeshadow, so pretty. The eyebrows are holding up well. The eyelashes, there are a few flakes, but very few little tiny ones. The eyeliner is holding up great. What else? The blush and the highlighter is still in place. The lippy has been 4 hours. I haven't eaten anything though, so that's where it would go. I've only had like a glass of water, but it is still on there really well. Let me show it to you up close and personal. Remember, this is the CoverGirl matte primer side. This is the no primer side. So yeah, this one is a little bit more luminous at this point, but I don't think it's a luminosity that's making my pores and texture look huge. I think they just look fairly normal, but this side does look a little bit better to me. Anyway, here's where it's settled in my one little wrinkle right here. I don't know if you can see that guy there. But on this side, not so much. So the primer definitely helping with that. This concealer is holding up so well. It's not creased. It's still really smooth looking. Yeah, so far so good. 4 hours in. It's a good report. I'm really happy with it. I'm really psyched about this video. All right, hey you guys, it's 11 p.m. and so it's time for the 8-hour check-in on the makeup. I think this is a first. I think it's the first time that I've done like an all new makeup try-on and I liked everything. I think that has never happened to me. That's like a miracle on here because, you know, not only am I picky, but I'm older and so things just do not work on my skin a lot of times. But today's combo, really good. This $18 little foundation has worn so well. I'm just seeing, you know, that my nose is kind of red. It's wearing off a little bit there, but otherwise I'm not seeing a lot of wear. It definitely barely settled into wrinkles. You can see it definitely didn't wear as well on my nose as the rest of my face, but my nose aside, I feel like everything else looks really good. Forehead looks good. I don't have the usual amount of wear up here that I normally do. It didn't settle into my forehead wrinkles. It's not super shiny. It has gotten a little bit shinier, but like nothing major. And it's not moving around. It's not sliding. It's not marked up. You know, it's not coming off on my hands. This is so good. You gotta try this. You have got to try this. All right, so there's that. I was also really impressed with the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This was a little sample. I'm gonna have to go out and buy it in the right color, although I don't think this shade is bad, but I wouldn't mind getting just like a half a shade darker, but really impressed with that. No creasing in the wrinkles. It is a little worn off at the inner corner. Hasn't really creased in any of my lines out there. The eyebrows are still looking really good. The eyeshadow still looks good. The eyeliner still looks good. The mascara still looks good. There are 2 flakes exactly. There's like one here and one here, but really enjoyed the highlighter all day. Really liked the blush. The one thing that I didn't like was the Thrive powder. We saw that it stopped having any kind of like blurring or mattifying effect within a half an hour of putting it on, so we had to drop back and go to the fave, the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. And oh yeah, the Wayne Goss brushes, these were awesome. I mean, they're probably the most expensive eyeshadow brushes I have ever purchased, but just the shapes on these, the way these are cut, they're so much more precise than any other brush I've used. These are just really next level, something special. So really happy with those 2. I hate having to do the outro when it's so late and I'm so tired. I filmed one earlier, so here it is. All right, you guys, so that's the video for today. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time and really appreciate your watching. So have a great day and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.